The 2025 crypto bull market is setting out to be a perfect storm. We can see the clouds get dark and heavy and hear electricity crackle across the sky as soon as the Trump team announced their VP pick. A gentleman with heavy ties to Silicon Valley, tech giants, and cryptocurrency, J.D. Vance, was selected specifically to garner interest from cryptocurrency investors. No matter how perfect the 2025 bull market plays out, it will do investors no good whatsoever without one particular skill set. And we're going to cover that in this video in detail, cracking right into the VIP, showcasing these techniques to identify exactly when crypto prices have reached their top. Luckily, we have a massive data set that just happened, as the majority of cryptocurrencies, of course, Kaspa not affected, saw immense downside. The biggest misconception across cryptocurrency, specifically in the Kaspa community, is traders have already started penciling in their price target, although we're 12 to 14 months away from that date. In yesterday's video, we went over the importance of fundamentals, showing this mind map with every boardroom, every CEO, all the financial hurdles, just specifically for Kaspa. Not to mention Russia could drop a bomb, Powell could start printing money, which would be insanely bullish, thus shooting the price projection even higher. From a charting standpoint, we have a window 45 days, possibly 90 days into the future with a level of accuracy. Once we start looking 12 months down the road, the fundamentals completely dominate the chart. That's why we need to stay on our toes, be flexible, and know what we see on the chart when it appears. And that is what we're going to go over in specifics right now. We posted this buy alert inside VIP for DePIN powerhouse known as Aether. They've got more hash power than Render, Flux, Clore AI, and Akash all put together. This project is an absolute monster and can see some huge numbers at the peak of the 2025 bull market. It's a new listing, so we had over 45 days to give a buy alert on it. Notice that we called the buy alert directly, exactly before the price started breaking to the upside, utilizing these indicators here known as Chanking's oscillator and stochastics. Jumping over to the Tau chart, we all noticed Tau took a massive rip to the downside. Adding the exact same two indicators, we can clearly see that Chanking's oscillator, nicknamed the fuel tank, completely had ran out of fuel. Meanwhile, your stochastics, which is an oscillator, meaning it swings like a pendulum back and forth, up and down, that meter, when it started reaching its peak most bullish extension, the fuel tank was completely depleted, and this will always mean more downside for the candle. I advise you guys on your trading view to add these two indicators right now and start back testing and playing around with it, and you'll see how much insight these have to offer to your charts. When you're ready to step up and get another opinion of classic pattern formations within these very indicators, join VIP group and you can see more call outs directly correlating to the utilization of the fuel tank and stochastics. Jumping over to the total 3 chart, we can clearly see this head and shoulder pattern was forming right around the June 12th FOMC meeting. It was very clear to us that this head and shoulder, almost identical to the GFAL head and shoulder pattern, along with the dog with hat head and shoulder pattern. Back in December, when GFAL made this formation, we notified everybody on social media to sell their GFAL. Because the Peach Fuzz Mafia was still busy advising everybody to buy this, this was one of our most disliked and negatively commented videos of all time. Fast forward 6 months later, that head and shoulder pattern indefinitely played out, reducing the price of GFAL significantly. This is very relevant to the Kaspa pattern as we're looking back to the February breakout. Right here around the 8th of March, everybody started getting nervous because there was a clear as day head and shoulder pattern formation. Now, we can notice Kaspa's been doing this head and shoulder pattern multiple times. In fact, the first very clear one was on the handle of the cup in this summer. Look at this decisive head and shoulder pattern dipping down into the bottom of the handle. When we break to the upside in November, we start seeing another repeating pattern that Kaspa's been doing twice in a row here. It's this head and shoulders with a double top directly in the middle for the head. We can see it off the November breakout, and we see the exact same pattern back here in March. Looking at a textbook double top, we can see this PAL AI double top call out inside VIP right around the same time that we dropped this rounded top, aka upside down cup and handle on ICP. Well, it was at $9.50, projecting that it would drop all the way below $7 before finding any recovery. Honing back in on Kaspa, which is the chart we're focusing in on. There are so many head and shoulder patterns that even when we zoom in, we can see these larger head and shoulders are actually made up of multiple brief head and shoulders strung together. As we look towards the 2025 peak of the bull market, as of right now, from a statistical mathematical standpoint, the head and shoulder pattern is the most probable to arrive, showing us the peak of Kaspa's top 365 to 425 days from today. Kaspa is poised for a monumental move to the upside. This is presenting a dual opportunity here. On one hand, we're going to get to take advantage of this move, utilizing the leverage trading platform to pick up some extra coin, potentially of even more importance. We're wargaming the 2025 peak as we speak, with real cash, live trades. So while the pressure's on, every 72 hours, it's a $100,000 swing during the top of the 2025 peak. In the scenario that you even hold out that long to reach that dynamic point on Kaspa's chart, you'll already have experience in monumental breakouts like the one that's about to happen. It's going to go anywhere from 30 to 55 cents. And using our basket of tactics and methods from VIP, some of which we just explained, each one has its own correlating videos going into even more detail, utilizing more charts from the past 12 months on breakouts that you've been watching. That's such an added value and at such a friendly price because we're doing this as a civic duty, of course. We're going to get rich off of our trading, hands down, giving everyone that's an American, these everyday folk, a fighting chance to take on the people that are oppressing us, holding us back, making us wage slaves. By liberating us through cryptocurrency feels amazing to do. And interestingly enough, J.D. Vance is poised to help us in this fight. This is going way back to Joan of Arc taking on the King of England. We are actually battling the faces of evil, and cryptocurrency is our weapon of choice. Thanks for checking out this video, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.